Hello, I'm Paul from Pixel Addict magazine and also Amiga Addict and also Maximum Power Up. I've not done a video now for, God, probably must be 8 or 9 months, maybe even touching on a year. I just thought this morning, at the end of the week, going up to weekend, for once, no games event for me anyway, but just do a bit of an update. What we've got coming up for the Addict magazines, event wise and also magazine wise, and also have a quick flick at some of the latest issues. So, first of all, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's supported us recently. We've had quite a few events going on throughout July. We started the month at Ravi Abbott's Kickstart event down in Nottingham, which was great to have so many readers come along to the show, chat to us, buy some magazines, merchandise and everything. Honestly, I say it a lot, but it really does mean so much to us because I know it's a cliche, but it really does help the magazine keep going. And especially, like nowadays, we know everyone's finances don't stretch as far as they once did. So again, we've had some really good feedback on the actual magazines, some ideas for features and articles, some that readers want us to try and write and cover, and some that they're up for covering themselves. For example, we've been asked for Amos to be covered in Amiga Addict quite a bit, and thankfully that is going to be happening in the next issue, which goes to print in 2 weeks today. So we're just now at the stage where the nerves start kicking in. You go, all right, head down now, really got to get everything in, checked over, set out and everything. So that's going to be in issue 23. But before we get to that, it's just we go to these events and like I need to get another binder, but that's like my Amiga Addict lot now. So altogether now there's 22 issues, which is quite remarkable. By the end of the year, we should equal Amiga Active magazine, which ended at 26 issues. So yeah, it means a lot, especially to someone who's a massive magazine fan, such as myself, as anyone who's listened to Maximum Power Up or reads any of the magazines will know. So, what else have we got going on? Well, I'll stick with Amiga Addict first of all. So we've had a really good response to this latest issue. A feature there done by David Crooks even, and basically it is looking at magnetic fields, who played a big part in some classic Amiga games. So in here you've got quite a few pages looking at their Amiga career. Also, there is a demo disc. Well, it's an ADF file to download. If you have a quick look, there's a little bit of information on it as well. Just come up a little bit because there's a QR code there, but demo for a deathmatch game called Renegades, sent to us by Wayne Ashworth, which is really good, and obviously we've been put into the game as well as a magazine team. Also, we have heard some really good feedback, and I will just find it. Which page was it? Sorry about this. Here we go. Feature on the small web. I know it's hard to see there, but it's looking at obviously early days of the internet as well, and how smaller God, the percentage of me not being technical, the alternative ways to get your Amiga online, in this day and age. Then what else have we got? I've got a piece that I did where I discuss why I went from Super Nintendo to the Amiga 1200 for a couple of years before returning to the Super Nintendo for a little bit before going down the path of PlayStation. Also, we've got reviews, latest news, things like that. We've just quickly show a little bit of the magnetic fields. There we go. feature. Like I say, that's I think 6 pages. So there's quite a lot in that one. And we've also got Sam Dye from Bitmap Books choosing his 6 of the best. We have also got, let's have a quick look, some of the latest demo scenes as well, graphical demos. So yeah, there's quite a lot in it. I mean, you know, every month we're going, well, every issue I should say, you know, we're saying, okay, well, what needs to go into this one now? What can we push back? You know, it's quite a nice problem to have, you know, because we obviously want to keep that a good mixture of games, but also a bit of tech and, you know, tutorials, because as I said, that's something we've been asked for quite a bit. Over on Pixel Addict, again, that's now turned into quite a collection of magazines. We have got Commodore Plus 4, a 7-page feature. Looking back, also includes a interview with the engineer Bill Hurd. I'll just quickly get to that. Just to quickly show, done by John McDermott there. So loads in that, some really interesting stuff, because it's a computer I was really not up on, you know. I don't even think I may have one. I'm sure I had like Commodore 16. Anyway, and then again, we've got things like features on Fast Loader's C64 Rocks album. We've also got, let's have a quick flick through. Look at the Acorn as well, you know, always popular. Little bits of news snippets. What else? Just quickly goes through it. A look at some of the latest homebrew games coming up for consoles such as Game Boy, Mega Drive, things like that. So again, Matt Jowett's done a fantastic job there. We've also got an interview with Seymour Digital, well, the Academy, who worked on the Zul Redimensioned game on PS4. Something that I really enjoyed playing as well. So, you know, there's a review of that as well. So there's quite a lot in Pixel Addict. Again, some really good pieces have been submitted to us for future issues. So hard at work now on issue 14. And again, quite a few things falling into place for issue 15. So yeah, before we know it, it'll be the end of the year, which sounds absolutely crazy as I'm recording this over in July, well, near the end of July. Also, what we've got coming up, we have got, well, this weekend, sadly we're not there, it's the Nottingham Video Game Expo. We went to the December one. So good luck to the team over there, because they've got some really good guests lined up. We are going to nip over to Zap, done by Chris Wilkins, on the 12th of August down in Kenilworth. And that's obviously going to have quite a lot of Commodore related guests. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be hanging out with Matt Jowett over on Sega Mag Stall, so always have to chat magazines, unsurprisingly. And then also we're going to be at Timeless Gaming Convention over at Arcade Club in Bury. Now, this one is an all-day event. It's on a Wednesday, which sounds a bit weird when you think about it, but it is summer holidays, and also because it's at Arcade Club, it's like almost a private function in a way. You know, it's an extra day of you know, them being open. So again, that should be quite an interesting one, because you've got panels, one that myself and Ian from Amiga Addict are going to be part of, discussing making magazines nowadays and the ups and downs, and be honest, there's quite a few, mostly good, you know, but sometimes where you're just tearing your hair out. Anyway, more on that then of the event. But also there's going to be a few stalls there. There's going to be a chance to play quite a lot of arcade games, because obviously we've been at Arcade Club, you've kind of got 4 floors of arcade games. Sorry, this is turning into an advert for it, but no, it's you know, like, exciting times, really is. And then there's going to be another, you know, 1 or 2 events that we'll be at seeing out the rest of 2023, because I love being out, you know, I love getting along to events, chatting to people, actually showing people what's in the magazine, you know, because some people at the Nottingham Kickstart event were like, well, what's Pixel Addict? And, you know, we thought it was just consoles, but no, we do try to keep a wide mixture of stuff. But yeah, Playing wise, I've not actually been playing much apart from just a bit more Football Manager and the AEW wrestling game on a PS4. So yeah, I need to obviously get some time, to get a few smaller game reviews done, for the mag. That's something that I do want to try and manage, but it's easy said than done sometimes. It's real life and work and planning issues and things, and I'm sure Jonah over on Amiga Addict can echo my frustrations at times. Because I still want to obviously replay a few classic Amiga games that I missed. Something I mentioned a few issues ago. Because there's so many big titles. I can't mention it every time, but like Moonstone and Settlers, I really, really need to get on them and give them a try. And just stop playing Football Manager quite so much, because before we know it, it's going to hit November, the new one will be out, and that'll be it. So yeah, lots to come, lots going on. Again, a massive thank you to everyone. Really, really appreciate everything you've done. To suggest things for us and stuff like that. Remember, in the last issue of Amiga Addict, we did have a questionnaire as well. Tell us what you think about magazine. Some of the stuff, where possible, if there's enough feedback for us to change something, I'm sure we always will. Little tweaks, you can't just like rest on your laurels, as the saying goes. And yeah, maybe it's by the end of the show we do something similar with Pixel Addict as well, and try and get an idea of what people actually want, because I know there's quite a wide range of topics that we cover in there. Do we do too much of this? Do we not do enough of that? Do you want the toy pages? Do you want a couple more, sort of techie type things like, looking back at the mini disc, laser disc and stuff like that, So there's a lot we can obviously discuss there. But yeah, I think that's everything really. I just want to obviously just a very, very quick shout out, which there will be a mini write-up in the next Pixel Addict. Massive thank you to the PC Zone team for inviting me along to their 30th celebrations last week. Can't believe that's a week ago now. Obviously, being a fan of games magazines, that was a massive deal for me, getting to meet some of my heroes, and hopefully that'll lead to a bit more content coming up in the magazines, because already you've got in issue 14 of Pixel Addict, interview with a guy called Alex Lee, and he worked on like GB Action, Super Action, and quite a few other magazines that I've never really covered. So it's always good to hear their stories. Who knows? Maybe it's going to be something like me sharing stories eventually. Like in 10 years' time or whatever. But yeah, that is everything. I am babbled on. Again, thank you. Look after yourselves. Have a good weekend. And so just a quick plug for the website, just addict.media will take you to it, and then obviously you can have a quick look if you have a look at the Amiga past issues, Pixel Addict past issues as well, and I will see you soon. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye bye.